in Real Estate Leading Change channel. This is a real estate channel of World Women Leading Change. And Real Estate Leading Change is the inclusiveness of our World Women Leading Change. So what is Real Estate Leading Change? It is, we want to educate people in the world about real estate. We want to educate people about kindness in real estate. We want to educate people about environment support in real estate. And because our yearly theme today is kindness, so today specifically we will talk about kindness in real estate to our body, and specifically for Indonesian celebration of independence, we will talk about Indonesia. And before we start, we will call up President Keketso to set up prayer for us. Over to you, President Keketso.
Thank you very much, President Ayla, and afternoon, everyone, guests, and all the other presidents that we are here in this platform. Almighty God, our creator of the universe, how excellent is your name, Father God. Heaven and earth are full of your glory. Dear God, as we come before you on this day and pray as we start this particular conference, we give you praise and thanks amid the beauty. We know that in this month, as we celebrate Women's Month, there are women that are struggling to make or even to earn a living, Father God, and others are experiencing violence. Heal them, heal all of us, Father God, from all the scars that may prevent us from thriving and becoming women that we would want to be. We pray for manifestation of your love, Father God, and wisdom as we engage in this particular platform. Open our hearts so that we can receive the information that we are about to get and be able to utilize it for our good, but also for the good of other women around the world. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, President Keketso. President Keketso is a president of gender equality and as a woman in Africa. Thank you, President Keketso. So
thank you, President Ayla.
You're welcome. I will call up President Rebecca to acknowledge the other president in the house.
Rebecca, good afternoon. It looks like Rebecca is not here. Rebecca.
She is here. She is here. I think she was having a problem with the sound earlier.
Okay. No, I'm here, President.
Is that President Debbie?
Yes, good afternoon. How are you? I'm Debbie Dineo Raphuti. I'm from South Africa. I'm the president of World Women Leading Change. And I'm just having some challenges. I'm assisting with one of our families in relation to burial, but I'll be with you now. They just came to me now, but I'll really try to fix the problem. However, good afternoon, President Ayla, President Alice, President Keketso, President Rebecca. I saw also President Pado. Good afternoon. And really thank you so much, President Ayla, that you have managed to organize this real estate wellness. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I think now I'll officially welcome all presidents who are in today. I saw we have President Annette from Namibia. We have President Keketo for Gender Equality Women in Africa. President Debbie, our SADC president, you are officially welcome. And I didn't see other presidents, but we will acknowledge them while they are logging in. And I want to say to all of you, enjoy today's session. As President Ayla has introduced the topic for today, we are eager to know, and we are eager to work, and we are eager to understand more about the real estate and how we both collaborate as Africa and globally. So, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to acknowledge all the presidents in the house. I really thank you very much. Thank you.
I think the Sekho has just joined.
Okay, President Lesotho, you are officially welcome. We are just starting now. President Ayla just requested me to officially welcome all of you. Okay, thank you very much, President Keketo.
So there is few rules today. Please turn off your microphone to make this conference better. So we can hear people more. Please turn off your, please mute your microphone. So I will acknowledge that real estate leading change is led by 4 women. In Asia, I'm leading real estate leading change. And in Europe, we have President Gulshat in Monaco, and we have President Anna in Germany. So we also did a memorandum of understanding with Federation of Real Estate Association in Paris, so we can bring all real estate potential project. And real estate leading change also working closely with infrastructure leading change, which is led by President Rebecca and President Julia Stina in Asia and President Megan in China. Today we also have our trustee board from Indonesia, Ibu Rolita Manulang, that is joining us. And Ibu Rolita, in the next event, we will interviewing her about financing on real estate, because Ibu Rolita is one of banker that finance my real estate, you know. So we will ask next 2 weeks. The next week will be President Debbie. We will ask a lot about finance from a top banker. Yes. And today I will share a little bit about Indonesia in general. Arbi, boleh presentasinya?
Okay.
Okay, this is my company. It's called Ayla Associate. We are real estate consultant. We are property consultant, actually. What is property? Property is not only real estate, it's also beyond real estate, like branding, idea. I will take you for all the company that I founded. This is Ayla Associate, which is a real estate consultant, and we have a laboratorium of real estate, which I'm leading as a executive chairman and founder, Global Property Bank and Technology Center. And we also have Ayla. Ayla is our development company, and our last baby, we have, like, I am also advisor for Hujan Asset Management, which is the investment fund that based in London, and the CEO or the founder and managing partner is Ibu Julia Stina. So all of this is generally real estate, and then we have the last one, World Woman Leading Change, which is the replication or the woman empowerment, where we want to empower women to enter real estate so we can have more women in real estate industry. So today I will speak about Indonesia as a wellness destination. Let's look at this video. Yes. Bisa nggak? Kok gitu ya? We cannot see the video. Okay, now we'll tell you about global at glance ya. The world, bisa lihat video? Okay, let's see the video a little bit. So this is Irian Jaya. This is Bromo. We have the tallest mountain, Bromo. So I invite you to come after COVID. President Debbie and President Rebecca is coming to Bali after COVID. And this is Papua, yeah, Papua. So Indonesia is very beautiful country. We have 13,377 islands with 30 over dialects, yes. And we are the second largest coastal line in the world. We have a very huge diversity, and you see there is a lot of similarity on tribal in West Papua with Africa. So I suspect we are in the same what you call it, civilization, yes. And udah kayaknya Bi, langsung ke next slide. So okay. Yes, this is Indonesia. It's very beautiful, and I want to welcome you all. We have many beautiful marine, and we say we are like the biggest marine country in the world. Yes, so the 33.13% GDP is leading by these four: United States, China, Germany, and these countries, yes, United States. So this is the development countries that have taken over GDP. So we hope in the long run that our country will be here. Some of African country will be here. So the rest of the world is actually only taking off 9.4% of GDP. Next slide. Okay, this is Indonesia, yes. So in case you don't know where is Indonesia, this is Indonesia, right? We are in Pacific Center. Lagi. This is the BRICS country, you know, with the product, the domestic or GDP, yes. So in Indonesia, we are around 5.7. This is in not 2019. Maybe we will be very low today. But China, India is number one, and this is based on the average economic growth. Next. So we have gone up on the ease of doing business, which is helping how you can ease of opening company, investing in real estate or in other country. We have jumped in 15 scale to number 91, the ease of doing business in the world. Yes. And Indonesia is among the top 10 of improvers. The growth is huge. Indonesia has magnificent growth. If you see from this, you know, we have grown so much, and that's also because of the infrastructure development. Again, next. Next slide. So the strategic development, this is very important to understand the strategic development of a country, because then you can create design thinking. Yes, there is Indonesian centric, which means the encouragement of the growth of the outer Java, because Indonesia very centralized in Java. Yes, Java Island. Now, we also developing the infrastructure in outer of Java. So actually for different countries or different continent, we can use this method to create what you call it, the leap of growth. And the second one is we create on increasing the competitiveness. Yes. So the first one is how we creating the quality of human resources. And we are actually doing this because together every day we have conference, and that's what we are aiming is to improve the quality of human resources and exchange skill, borrow the skill from different countries who already have the advanced skill more than us. And then we're also trying to create the investment climate conducive, which is like ease of doing business. And we're trying to develop a national campaign in the whole strategic. Now, we have so many resources, just like Africa, but these resources on commodities, we need to add the value. How do you doing the added value is by prohibiting the export of raw material and bringing the people on the industry to invest in your country. For example, like in Ivory Coast, you know that they are the biggest cocoa producer in the world, and Indonesia is number 2. So if Ivory Coast connect with Indonesia, then we will actually control the whole cocoa supply in the world. And when we control the supply, strategic thinking that they have to come and buy from us, then they have to create the factory. You have to create jobs and create the factory. And we also have a strategic on developing the small, medium enterprises. This is what WWLC doing. And we provide the incentives of these small, medium enterprises. Next. So this is our top 10 of national resources. We are the biggest geothermal. So I asked President Juliastina to be here because President Juliastina is actually leading one of the biggest geothermal project in Indonesia, in Sabang. So Indonesia is very rich with geothermal, and we can actually duplicate this in Africa. We're also very rich in palm oil. We are the world #1 palm oil exporter in the world. Yes. So we also have 40% of the world reserve of geothermal. And we also have the second exporter of cocoa, not still the raw materials, and we also are the biggest producer of tin. And also, we are also the biggest exporter of coal. So we have geothermal reserve, the biggest in the world, palm oil, the biggest in the world, and this tree is the second world exporter. Yes, and then we are the number 4 world reserve of nickel and also bauxite. Yes. And we also have copper, gold, and natural gas. So we are number 7 actually world reserve of gold in the world. And I'm sure one of country in Africa will be like one of the biggest gold and all of these national resources. So this is what the map that I want to include in our inclusiveness, specifically in Africa. Lagi. So this is our planning development where Professor Danang and myself, we are trying to create, how you call it, projects. We have now active 72 projects and development about $438 trillion. Yes, rupiah, sorry. And that takes about 200,000 labor. Again. And this is the 3 things that we are focusing: chemical, industry, and textile. Baik lagi tadi. See, we have 3 focus, which is chemical industry and textile, agro industry, and metal industry. Lagi. And this is our biodiversity. Why I put this is because it's very, very potential for medicine and cosmetic and also research collaboration. Yes, and mostly is in the east of Indonesia. Lagi. So we are going to go to this comparing of the, how you call it, research on, we're talking about Bali, Indonesia. Yeah, Bali population is 5 million and also Lombok is around 3 million. And Philippine is population is about 962. Vietnam is about 100. Phuket. And we also talk about Phuket. We're comparing the top destination of wellness in Asia. And this is the wellness destination in Asia. Yes, Bali is still number 1. If you see the jumping of the real estate sector on the prices, so you can see, yeah, the prices like this, it's really like going up, yeah, like escalating. Yes. And that is because of the campaign also that we are trying to do everywhere, that we promote Bali as the wellness destination. And I think this also you can use for some of the area in Africa with have like a huge iodium energy. Iodium energy is the energy that came from the sea, and it's important when you build real estate that you combining all these sectors of environment, fire, earth, all together. Lagi, lanjut. So next slide. So this is the ownership form in Indonesia. You can have like a company, right? To come to Indonesia, you need also a kitas. The investment is a minimum of capital investment of $50,000, and you can own like rights to own. Yes, and then as a foreign company, you have to go through to a foreign body of investment. It's called BKPM. In Thailand, in Phuket, specifically in Phuket, the starting is about 64,000 US dollar, and you also have to go through investment board. In Vietnam is smaller. Vietnam it's $10,000, and Philippines, Cebu Island, you need to have like 100,000. Okay, this is why the growth factors. So this is also in real estate. You have to very carefully cultivate and understand what happened around you, right? So, for example, in Lombok, the growth is because of the motor GP. We're gonna have motor GP in 2021, and in Bali we will have the new airport built, and then we also have the biggest destination. It's called Mandalika, and we're building yacht terminal. And in Bali, we will have a biodiversity or wellness center, and also this yacht terminal. And in Saigon, for example, in Hanoi, the growth is also by a campaign that is done by Vietnamese government. It's called the Spirit of Saigon. And they're also creating the Golden River, yes, and they try to create the smart mark, they say. And in Phuket, they also built a new marina and a smart city, also the light rail. And in Cebu, they're trying to build the mega city, and also building the metro Cebu and MRT. So this is the growth factor that actually putting an added value on real estate. So that is why real estate and infrastructure is very interconnected, because airport, marina is all infrastructure. The moment you decided that you're gonna build the road, for example, then the value of the land of your real estate, they will go up a lot. And also you have to create a campaign, involving the government to create campaign to come to, let's say, your country with a very unique campaign that nobody can, copy it. You can tell, because in specifically in Africa, you have a lot of traditional things that you cannot even copy in this time. And this is the average capital, right? The average of ROI in Lombok or Bali is about this much, 20 to 25%. Yes, the average of capital, where in Hanoi and other countries in Asia is quite low. That's why my investment it's heavily in Bali, because if you see that's the research before. Now the cost of construction average is around the same, except for Thailand and Philippines is slightly higher. Now we need to also comparing this to the cost and the GDP, and we also need to have like another method on looking at what is actually your future market on the age group. For example, the country with a young population with the country that have old population, like for example Europe and everything, that you need to take a different strategy on the country who have older population. And in fact, if you have a younger generation population, you need to also figuring out on how are they going to buy your property. Are you creating enough job for them? Are you building a sustainable environment, industry around that? And this will boost the growth of real estate. So credit rating agency, we are BBA number 2, which is stable, and BBB by the Moody, and we have a Standard Poor's, and this is the Fitch rating. We are in BB2. Now we need to catch our friend Vietnam, which is in BBB plus, you know, because in fact I noticed that every time I come to Vietnam meeting my president and my co-founder Helen, the people in Vietnam are very hardworking people. Yes, they will chase you. Yes, so rating is also how, let's say, you know your character as a culture impacted the credit rating. Again, now this is a prediction that today China is still #1. That's why we're gonna learn from our sister Megan. US still #2, and India is #3. That's why we always include India in our how you call it. In fact, that WWLC is the third year we will focusing on India market, because India is going to be the third what you call it, growth. Yes, so also that Indonesia, if you see, yes, if you see, we are now #7, the growth ranks, and we are, how you call it, very optimistic that we will reach to #4 and #5 in 2030, and in 30 years from now it will be #4. So we are very positive. So this is the leap is important. While other countries still in #20, #26, #27, 22, 24, and 29, Vietnam is actually quite below on the growth country ranks. Okay. Now the potential of real estate in Indonesia is this big. It's 700 trillion rupiah, which is about 49 billion US dollar. Yes, that's the transaction by last year. And the mortgage, residential mortgage, is gone up. It's about 24 billion. So there is a huge potential that is not cultivated, you know. So let's say if you have people from, you know, the bank, or if we create like crowdfunding or any system, there is still about over 50% people that still can get banking in Indonesia. Now I would like to know what is this property transaction with the actual mortgage in, say, Africa, for example. That will determine the solution on a real estate. Do we have to bring or create a different spectrum on the financing when we sell the real estate, right? Yeah. So wellness is a combination of earth, water, fire, and ether. This is comprehensive and direct approach on architectural design, that creation of the environment. You need to have a very good environment. You need to use a very good material around you. You need to listen to very good material around you. You need to have a very good energy around you, because we are like antenna. We actually we will absorb the energy around us. So that's why you have to be very careful. If you have a very negative person or negative people like around you, you better stay, or you call it, step down, because step moving, because when you have that negative energy, then that's what you're going to, how you call it, that's what you're going to absorb, you know. And this also, negative energy is also coming from your mind, your body, and your heart, you know. So that is why what they say in the olden days, because we are a very spiritual person, whatever you imagine, you can actually have. But it's the problem is your subconscious mind are not recepting to that energy. In fact, we have conference every day to tell you that to give it. For me also on this pandemic, we are together because we want to create a very positive environment when we say to one another, hello, you can do this, I'm gonna give my hand to you, or we can help you doing this. And that is the positive environment that in fact when pandemic happens in the whole entire world, we are in the wellness state. Now the problem with all of this is the subconscious. So you have to always try to be conscious. This is wellness, yes. And the energy around you, it's your respect. You are getting the energy around you. For example, like that's why I'm in the mountain. I like to be in the mountain, or I like to go to Bali where there is like water, because that gives you that cleans the air, and when you have good air, you breathe good in your mind. The oxygen come to your brain, and when you sleep, you actually have that. That's why I how you call it, I don't really like to sleep, because sometimes when you sleep you go into that subconscious. Now this subconscious is very dangerous, because all the things that you cultivate, that your fear, everything is there. So wellness is very important, very important. Now this is earth of the grounding, bioactive, agriculture. Also water is a water device feature, and regenerative design. And the air quality, also the air technology, the coherent fraction on the generator. Yes, this is fire. Fire is like, if you live in the area wherever, I think you should always have a light. You know, you have to cultivate the light. It's important to have a light in your real estate, like a direct light from the sun. Yes, because that fire is earth and the sun, they have like an energy, you know. So it is very important, these things, because you're like an antenna, you know, like that. And other is the shape power. Now other is this, the one that I tell you, the shape power and a life force and sacred geometry and fractal design and biogeometric translator. So you have to be very careful with other. Other can actually create like different subconscious mind. So if you are tired, you are whatever, you are not in the very good state conscious, you need to go out and be well, and that will help you go through everything, you know. So you think better. It doesn't mean when people go out of the country or go out in the mountain or in the nearby the sea, they're absorbing this good energy. And this is the wellness market. Yes. So we are talking about Indonesia as the wellness destination because we want to create the workplace that have this wellness, and it will be expected it will go up to reach 74 billion in 2026, which is 6 years from now, and registering of CAGR of 6.1, right? So you need to have a wellness in your workspace, and because of this technology that's happening, you can actually have it. This is also the health, and is connected to you as a person. Okay. Now this is the chronic disease. Yes, the chronic disease of return on investment, as this is the major factor that drive the market growth from workplace wellness. The awareness of maintaining a balanced work-life implementation of wellness program by the by the employers propel the workplace of the market growth. So if you actually have an employee, you have to also give them like a space that they can, have a creative mind. Now, because the company that you build is depend on the people inside it, yes, they need to have a very good mind, good heart, and they have to live well. Live well means like good material. You have to stay, for example, try to go see the sun or the morning sun every day. That's very important also. And this is connected to your working space, because in real estate in the future, I don't think, in fact, office exists, yes, because with this technology, you can work anywhere. And the wellness workplace will be the next game changer. Yes, next game changer in real estate. So this will create a big or lucrative opportunities for real estate development, and you have to see where it's going, the real estate, because real estate is 177 industry interconnected with human life. So you need to, you need to keep researching, you need to understand what's going on in order to be successful. Lagi ini Pak Ngurah belum datang ya. I'm still waiting for my guest. I don't know, maybe he's still in the road. So the workplace of wellness is segmented on the basic type of the end user. Now, this also management and fitness, nutrition, dietary plan, stress management system service, and health screening and assessment, smoking cessation on the daily days now. It is also categorized as the small size private organization, mid size, large size. In fact, on an NGO. In fact, in analysis this in North Africa, North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, and LAMEA. Africa, yeah. Okay, this is one of the projects that I wanted to create in India. Actually, it's called the Peacock Village. This is the education center, and if you come on my Indonesian Independence Day, we have this eco village. Yes, lagi.
Something else.
Okay, this is the rural sanctuary with the modern living, yeah, eco village. So you don't have to, when you develop a development, you don't really need to have expensive stuff actually, right? But you need to have all of this, clean transportation, energy production, water usage, and management. Water management. Now, if your country don't have water, you need to have this water management system, and you need to also have a waste management system, right? And you have to have also sustainable farming around you. So it's a sustainable community, right? Where there is economic and environmental health is actually in the social equity and fostering the broad-based citizen participation, and also you creating jobs and create and also suppress the energy use, yes, and you create like a very, very strong educational how you say educational dual educational. So in your work field, you need to have this, you need to create this. Okay, down again. This is community. This is what we're building now. The World Woman Leading Change is the community that we are trying to build as a sustainable community. Yes, and we involve the collaborating of common vision. Now, the vision is how you lead the change, and you have to also have togetherness in thinking scenario, because energy, if one person think, energy is one person, but if many people create similarity of vision and energy, then there is a force going there, right? This is also ecology and food security, health and well-being, business and environment, social justice and governance. This is President Keketso's job to help us. That's why all the presidents have their own job, and it's all interconnected. So we have to also acknowledge other president that, for example, like when President Keketso want to, how you call it, fight for gender equality, social justice, that will affect the woman leadership and eventually will affect another thing. So that is why if you see in some country who have very low social justice, they also have all of these issues together because it is interconnected, right? And this is the art and transcendent value, yeah. So this is the community. We have to build this strong. And now we go to the third one. This is the food security. I think in Africa, this will be the #1 priority. Move again, the food. Now, we have to create the food, again, we have to create the food for us, yes, ecosystem. So we just plant something very simple, some fruits that we can eat, the trees that we can eat. In fact, in one of my villa, we won award because everything that I plant there is usable, eatable, usable, eatable. You know, ginger, for example, all I put there. So it is very important that we create this. I know when we have the agriculture seminar, there's one lady that explaining that she's doing it from his home. So if you have even like don't try to buy like a sun-kissed tree or anything that is easy. This will create the food forest, you know, and this is the agro system is important, right? So this was the plan in India who trying to create a mango based how you call it, mango based development. So this development is only focusing on mango because you don't want to be an expert in so many things that makes you not expert, you know. You want to create and pick 1 or 2 particular development-based natural resources. What do you have? And you create banana community, banana development, all of this, everything about banana, you know. So that people can go and see what kind of banana, you know, maybe there is 100 banana you create there. And this is important, yes, food forest. Okay, lanjut. Okay, this is green energy. I think everybody already know wind power, hydropower, bioenergy, and solar power. Yes, it's very important. The green energy. Yeah, I don't have to explain. You know, green energy. I think everybody already know. And now this is the wellness in livestock, right? So you need to figure out the sustain this livestock production, right? Why is important with real estate? Because if you create this sustainability livestock, right, where you create animal and how you call it, animal and human relationship, yes, and also livestock, especially things that you eat, you know. In India, they don't eat sapi. They don't eat sapi. Now, this is like the development, for example, that we're planning to do in one particular area. So they have livestock, so they can go and have it there, the food. So you don't, you have food sovereign. You have a strength in the food that you don't have to actually go and import, and you create this development that have all of this. Lagi. So this is the eco village that, okay. Now this is co-housing, right? Co-housing eco village is a single family home with the traditional amenities, including a private kitchen, share space, common, then they have a common house with also big kitchen and dining area, so you can how you call it, mingle. The garden, you have cultural center, you have knowledge center. It's important you always go into knowledge. Yes, knowledge is very important. It keeps evolving, and it's important for you to be in the community where you have all of this. Medical center, you know, very maybe in Africa, very traditional medical center, maybe that is more suitable. Kitchen and garden, common house where you share as a community, and knowledge center, and the spa is very important. So lagi, I think we are, yes, now this is the organic sanctuary. Yes, this is also important if you create like how you call it, development to conclude like zero energy costs. Yes, with the option to use the farm area on farming, on the aquaponic, and also on your agriculture, and this will support the ecological also how you call it, you can create jobs in here too. Lagi. I think so. I will need to call Pak Ngurah. Why? Maybe I don't know what happened to Pak Ngurah. Maybe anybody will have a questions. My guest is not coming. Wow, that's dangerous. Yeah, if you invite one guest and the guest not coming.
No, it's, yeah. Thank you very much, President Ayla. Yeah, I really loved the peacock. What is it? The peacock park. That park, and then it is really true that when you integrate the real estate with agriculture, here also in South Africa they call it environmental issues. It is very important. I mean, just look how beautiful here. You know, this other one, really, the eco park also, that is beautiful, really.
Yeah.
And and that is the reason whereby President Rebecca said that she wants to have the real estate, she wants to have the infrastructure, she wants to have the culture. The agriculture, I think even the environmental people, they must also be part of the real estate and the infrastructure.
Yes.
But I really, that is wonderful. And we are on level 2 here in South Africa. Probably by November will be zero level. And we are coming, we are ready. We will be visiting Asia. And I don't know where are we going to be, at the Peacock Park or what?
Yes. So Peacock Village is actually, I was planning to develop it in India, right? But at the moment, because the land structure, it's never how you call it, I could not move the title deeds of the land. So I have paid and do research in this particular, using like a very futuristic wood, bamboo, yes. So maybe I think maybe I can use the same concept if we decided to develop a land that also with the infrastructure in Africa. I see there is somebody raise hand. Delphine, do you have any questions? Delphine.
Yeah, the Vice President of Zambia.
Yes, President Delphine. Hello. Yes. What do you want to ask? President Delphine, you are raising your hand.
Hello, I have a question. From my presentation last time, I presented about a lady that is doing has avocado. I've seen something in your presentation on the forest. I'm wondering how Zambia can get that concept, because we are doing avocados and then we are trying to get so many people to subscribe. You buy, I mean, my colleagues are doing the avocados and then they are calling people to buy. And then we are trying like to get so many people, then we can export. I'm part of that group. So now coming to your concept of the forest, how can we get your concept? How can we link in?
Yes.
Thank you.
President Delphine, right? If you think you can supply, now we need to know avocado in Africa, yes? You see, the way I cultivate things is when you become an expert of one particular product, just one product, people will look for you. Yes, you know, just have one specific product that, okay, Zambia will take avocado, Zambia will take, let's say, fish. Now, we have to find avocado tree, all the avocado related, you know, from everything, you know, the tree, what can we make the tree, the, what you call it, the leaf, what can we do with the leaf? You know, avocado have the cover, you know, the, what you call it, the kulit tuh the apa ya, you know, like a kulit, the outside of avocado is very hard, yes? We need to look and maybe find the best researcher, what can we do with the cover of the avocado, so we don't waste anything on avocado. This is an example. And you create this industry of avocado from, for example, like in North Sumatra, there is a land that we want to grow pineapple. We have this big pineapple, this big. So we say, okay, pineapple, apparently that pineapple leaf, it can be a linen, you know? So we can explore this together, yes? Of course, we have to, how you say, we can ask Dr. Rupa to help us what kind of, let's say, this product, what is the diversification of a product. So when you have that particular things, when you have, you can create ecotourism. So if Namibia focus on avocado, then South Africa understand that if they want to take their children to watch avocado, they go to Namibia. And another country, different, one particular products. So you are very specific. So people will buy from you. Like, you know, you will still need to buy avocado, and you need to help your Namibian sister, the president, that run an avocado. We buy from her, you know, and another country do, let's say, Sunkiss. Okay, we buy Sunkiss from you. You know what I mean? So this way there is a trade coming. And this way also the land, whatever, when you create this industry and trade, right, there is added value, then the property price will go up. of course, we need help of President Rebecca to connect it together, right? Like, for example, what is the 5 things that you need? Like, let's go back to that livestock. These 5 livestock, it needs to be in all, let's say 3 country. If you have 55 country in one continent, then you split it. Okay, livestock in this. We focus on fish, you focus on meat, you focus on chicken, the other one, you know what I mean? So, but this 5 stock you need to have. You need to have this 5 stock because how you call it? You need to have it, this 5 stock, right? And you create this how you call it, focus. We don't even think of other people, what they're doing. It doesn't really bother us what they're doing. In fact, I always advise my government or anybody that I advise, you should not even get distortion with what other people are doing. Whatever they're doing is not of your business, but what you're doing, when you create these things, people will, how you call it, they will understand, oh, there is the best avocado. Maybe you can create avocado, how you call it, avocado. You know, we can create from bamboo like an avocado. People go in there and you can create the, you know, all avocado. You tell story about avocado, you know what I mean? So people go to, they think of avocado, they think of Namibia. It's like that, you know? So when people think of my island, Bali, they think of art, you know, art, painting. When people think of Bali, that's the first thing they think is art. That not the island, in fact, you know. Why? Because the royal, the Puri, when you come to Bali, I will take you to this palace. His palace, you can sleep in this palace. Nobody can sleep in the palace. I'll take you sleep in the palace. He will explain to you why Bali is so famous, because this king, they invite all the painter. Hey, painter from everywhere around the world, you know, you go there and you paint. We give you food, for example, you know, but you can, in fact, do other things. So when they think of your country, they think one particular product. You don't need to have 5 products, just one product, and you focus on that. And that's like have like this particular type of, what you call it, design thinking, of course, you know. Any more questions? I think Pak Ngura, I don't know where's Pak Ngura. Pak Ngura, are you here? Yes. Yes, Madam Annette, President Annette. Please take off your mic.
Yes, I've just done that. President Ayla, I want to thank you for this wonderful, wonderful presentation, because it's giving us ideas of how we can make the best out of what we have in our countries. And by doing that, you are not doing it all by yourself. You are also including other people. That is why you said the community and everything. So for me, I think this is an eye-opener to say, I must not concentrate on me just farming avocados. I must look at a bigger picture on how we can make our country the best avocado center with everything. I also like the idea of don't use and don't throw anything away, because we tend to have products where we only eat, for instance, the avocado flesh. We never think of the cover. We never think of the inside nut, which I'm told is full of all oxidants and so on. But because we are just concentrating on the outside, this is going to help us to focus and to think properly and invite other people that can join us to make sure that we create jobs and we make our countries shine on at least just one thing at a time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Being an expert in one thing it will be enormous, because you are going to distinctive yourself with other country, you know, because you are expert. If they, if people think of avocado, they come to you. You have the best doctor of avocado. You have, maybe you can create avocado oil, you know, or
Yes.
avocado, and because I think avocado have a very, very good, how you call it, smell. You can
Yes.
create everything there. So people come to your country to study avocado. You know what I mean? Like in India, I want to do mango, specific in Lepaksi. That's the project that I have before with the government of Bangalore actually. But they cannot transfer the title. The title is title deed of like government. They cannot transfer to private. So I don't want, because if I want to come there, bring all my experts and invest, bring my investor, we don't want to have a BOT. BOT is build, operate, transfer. Yes. So we want to build with you.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, we want to also have the asset with you, because the real asset is the trade that you create in the community. The community, you have a community that you create the trade, you know. That's why I bring President Alice in Africa, because if I only appoint one presidency in Africa, Kenya, for example, you cannot create the trade. There is no trade of real estate. There is no trade of product. You cannot create the trade if you are alone. How do you create trade when you're alone, right? It's impossible. Yes. So any more questions? I think it's already 1 hour.
Maybe President Ayla.
Yes, Ibu Rolita.
Yeah, thanks.
Rolita.
As the president of
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
Ibu Ayla. Yeah, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can hear you. Now you have
Thank
the
you.
best banker in Indonesia. The best. She's the best banker. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for the amazing
Our trustee
presentation. Okay. Yeah. Ayla, thank you for the amazing presentation about the wellness and the, the property business. You just mentioned also about the green energy just now, right? In your presentation.
Yes.
It is very amazing if we can achieve that, that we can utilize the solar power, wind, hydro, bio, right?
Yes.
But do you have any, projection, at least maybe for Indonesia, yeah? So for how long this country can convert all the non-renewable energy like coal, oil, etc., into the renewable ones like solar, wind, hydro, and bioenergy? Because it's been quite some time, that like Indonesia and maybe other countries, try to do this, but we still very dependent on the, especially the coal, coal. So do you have any, the projection or other things that to share?
Nadia, maybe you can open my conservation presentation. You still here, Nadia? So today, Ibu Rolita, yes, today I have a speaking in the other panel today. So this is one of the, well, this is not yet made, yes, but it's a design that we, what you call it, we want to do. But we have to think like, we have to create that vision now. I don't know when we can be energy, how you call it, free, right? I don't know. I don't think I have a prediction, because in fact that we are the highest geothermal, the highest, the world geothermal supply. But Bali still have electricity, right? You're going on and off and on and off. And the fact that Bali is surrounded by the ocean, You can actually create a turbine energy from the ocean, but the design thinking is not there, and people are tend to be lazy to even think. Like in one of my project in Ayla, Ibu, maybe I take you one day in Ayla. You know, we are trying to,
nice place.
like, yes, we are trying to create electricity from kedondong. You know kedondong?
Yeah. So it's
There is fruits. There is fruit that can create energy. You know, fruits kedondong. They say yes. We're trying. We are installing it because it's expensive. Electricity in Bali, very expensive. I don't know. I think in Africa is also like that, very expensive. We're trying to do it, and we have like maybe 10 watt, maybe 5 watt. Okay, we can light the lamp one. But we are going there, you know. At least we are going there. The fact that I put in the presentation is, let's think as a scientist beyond the, what you call it, beyond the we go, okay, this is what we're going to do, you know, like at least we are thinking like that, the design thinking. Now I cannot
dream lah.
Yeah, it's very hard, actually, very hard to, how you call it, to predict. But we as a woman, for example, this President Rebecca need to, from now, thinking like how you're going to build your highway without electricity, right? How? You know, how we can, how you call it, make cement without electricity, you know, how we are starting to think. When we're starting to think as a community, we will find the answer. And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of expert of energy here. In fact, Ibu Tina, my CEO, he was running the biggest energy company in Indonesia, Medco Energy, yes, and geothermal. But we don't have geothermal. We are #1 in the world. We don't actually maximize it. Now in Africa, I'm sure there's a lot geothermal. Oh my God, I'm sure there's a lot. And we need to start thinking of this real material. Is Nadia here? I want to share you the presentation. Yes, just like one thing very interesting, because when you develop like a building, actually, the eco village yesterday that you see, it is, they have the, how you call it, if you develop a building, try to take out, if you already have a house, right, and then you have the apa tuh namanya, the genteng tuh apa ya, genteng tuh the cover of your
tiles.
Huh? The top tile of your house, apa Bu, genteng?
Tiles.
Genteng tuh, yeah, the tile. So try to take off the tile and change with kaca, ya. Kaca tuh apa ya? Mirror, you know, like glass. Because when you have that glass, you will absorb direct energy from the sun, fire energy. Like there is sun, you use that fire energy to your body, and it's better than using like how you call it. Not all. Maybe if you have one by one, try to change it with glass, because it's a good energy.
Certain size lah ya.
Yeah, it's a good energy.
Size of
yes, the tiles you change, maybe you cut and you change, so you have a real light coming, you know, real light coming from the sun. Is Nadia here? Nadia, are you here? Arbi, is Nadia here? Nadia not here, already sleeping.
Yes, I'm here.
Udah ini kali.
Nadia, can you share the presentation just a little bit? I show you, this is the bioenergy, yes. There is a research by in England, there is a city, this city, right? They are taking the tree, they you know, because we are antenna, human is antenna. That's why if you meet people, your friend, for example, if they are mean to you, just don't say anything to them, just leave, because you know, if you stay around them, then you become more mean than them. So you need to be careful, right, in your energy. if you, let's say sometimes in the family you have a fight, blah blah blah, you just lock your door like that. I don't want to hear like that. No bad energy, because you are antenna, you, how you call it, you absorb this energy. If you are staying with the not positive energy, you will end up absorbing it. And in fact, that one day I'm thinking like, I'm gonna have I was driving my car, and I'm thinking like, I am going to have like a, car accident. Like I'm thinking, like, because I have not changed the tire this side, because when I come, people say, oh, your tire is like this. And it's really happening, it's really happening because I'm thinking about it. You are attracting it, because we are antenna. It's so strange, but it's happening. And because this subconscious is the problem sometimes. If you are conscious, the subconscious, when you sleep, when you are awake and then you go to sleep, this thing very dangerous. That's why before you sleep, you tell your husband or your loved one, I love you, sayang. Even if you hate them for that day, I love you, because then when you sleep, you don't carry that bad energy. It's true. And with my son, I have 2 active sons. They never sit still. My son, oh my God. I actually have holiday going to this conference because I can distract my mind to conference because my son very active. Imagine if I have a bad energy, I want to get angry to them, right? So the energy, I will take the energy. So I don't want to get angry. I go with conference. I focus in other things. This is an example of energy. So we really have to be very careful on what we hear, what we touch. Don't have many clothes. Maybe have 2-3 clothes, but good one. Like the good material. Like cotton, or maybe very good material. You don't need to have so many clothes, but good, comfortable clothes. Because that's like giving you a wellness. And this is all connected. Your living space, as a real estate, your community, everything is related. That's why I'm building this community together. Actually, Ibu Rolita is one of the very loyal trustee. Wherever I go, wherever WWLC go in what you call it, India, Ibu Rolita go. UK, Ibu Rolita sponsor. Ibu Rolita sponsor. Ibu Rolita very loyal. Ibu Rolita say, Ayla, we go. Let's go. And that's important because if you have this community, this community, they will bring you. Okay, this is an example. Turun ya. This is biotech example. Turun yang agak cepat aja Mbak, dilewat-lewat ya. See, this is the combination, with the philosophy. Yes, so you have this lagi turun. This is the bio 5 element. You see, you create this. This is earth frequency. Yes, so fire element terus turun. So in fact, if you have animal, it's good to have animal in the house, and you are creating a love energy with your animal. So whether it's a cat, maybe a snake, and don't kill animal, ya. Okay, this one. You see, this is turun naik lagi yang tadi. Yes, yang tadi naik lagi. Okay, this is the concept, yes. In fact, in WWLC we use mandala. Naik lagi. Now this is fabrication, bamboo purification. Nah, this one, So on the top you create this. So energy can come in. Naik lagi, Mbak. This is like see, Earth F frequency. So we really need to be like that's why if you can buy a house, I predict that the house in the mountain and the house near the sea will go up. Because people now are very conscious with health, they don't want to be in the COVID is from the air. So if you are living in the bad air, yeah, you will also immune system if you have bad environment like ini. Nih Pak Ngurah kok nggak datang ya? I think let's any more questions so I can close. It's already 1 hour. Pak Ngurah kok nggak? Oke, naik lagi. Mana? Lagi. Nah, this one turun. Sambala. Ya. Yes, Ambara. Turun. See, you see this? See, you create this. You know, you see this? There is this sunlight, like a light, you know. So this is very important to create all of this environment, because you live in your house most of the time. Yeah, you really need. You need to have also art. You can put art. You know, art is very good. When you see art, you are relaxing your mind, you know. So it's a very important thing. Wellness is not only by food or health, but it's also how you think that will define your, how you call it, your antenna, you know. If you think bad thing will happen. If you think good thing will happen. And if we as a community thinking together, let's lead changes, it will happen, because you will want to do it. I want to do it. Ibu Rolita want to do it. Our sister in India want to do it. Other sister in Singapore, in everywhere in the world want to do it. That it becomes a conscious of community, like an energy of a community, then we will eventually get that. So thank you everyone for 1 hour. I'm very sorry that I don't know what happened to Pak Ngurah. Maybe he's like have some very important how you call it engagement, but he was saying to me that he's coming, but maybe, you know, you never know, maybe he has some other engagement. But thank you very much, and we will see. Yes, we will see next week with real estate leading change from Africa. Yeah, President Debbie. And anybody who wants to be in the inclusiveness of real estate, in fact, if you are not in real estate business, you want to come, you please come. And the next 2 weeks, I will invite Ibu Rolita on wellness on financial. Yes, so how we attract money and how we attract financial things in real estate. Yes, don't miss it. And love and light from Bogor, Indonesia. Maybe we ask who is not speaking yet. Okay, President Debbie, can you close for me and then call up President Soho to pray for us?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
How's Rebecca? President Rebecca is trying to say something.
Yes, President Rebecca.
Okay, no thanks. I just wanted to have an input, or maybe just as a request to other presidents, because I had the input of the president of Zambia to say, from any other president, when there is any opportunities that they see from their countries or they know, they must be free to communicate with us so that we can have a proper plan for the post-COVID, so that we know that even if when we do our sector planning, we know that in this country, this is what is happening. Like let's say in South Africa, currently we know our infrastructure development plan for the next 5 years, what is happening. And maybe even other presidents, if they can assist us to start to look at what in their countries are the developments that are there, so that we can have our one program for Africa. And then we know that when we start, we know which countries, what are we going to do. I think in that way, it will assist us. They must not wait only for these Zoom sessions. Anytime they can contact us, or they can consult with the regional presidents. And I just wanted to say, I saw President Chase was in, just to acknowledge her. And I see President Beauty is there, and even the president that joined us late. Yeah, it was Delphi, President Chase, and President Beauty. I thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, President Rebecca and President Ayla and all the president and the ambassadors that are here. We really want to thank you, President Ayla. I went out this afternoon. I'm looking for an office, as you have planned, that we should be able to ensure that we get those 13,000 people, that they can be able to be in that area, but not compromising the brand. The brand is so important. And thank you so much. Real estate is a revolution, and any person who is alive needs to be accommodated. We are here, we are revolutionizing, the real estate. Here we come, and certainly, President Ayla, we are going to make it in this sector. Thank you so much. And before we said that, even the prayer, I think our song is a prayer on its own. Our song, World Women Leading Change, President Lesego, can you play that song? It speaks about unity. It speaks about love. It speaks about endurance. It speaks about forgiveness. So, President, it's a prayer on its own. That song, can you play the song, President Lesego? Thank you so much. Love and light from South Africa. This is Dineo Raphuti. Thank you. President Lesego, play the song.
Thank you.
You should be talking other. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change. We are the woman leading change for our people, for our everyone. Love, peace, needed world, endurance, needed in this world, forgiveness, needed in this world, unity, needed in this world.
Property only.
African woman, leading change and time.
This young one. So this is in Indonesia.
Leading change. Yes, Asia, woman leading change. Yes, Australia, woman leading change. Europe, leading change. Yes, North America, yes, South America, woman leading change. Kalirato fella, leading Gotando Pella, woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia, yes, Ayla, yes, Ayla, woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia, we thank you. World leading change.
Sorry. This is the entrance of
Thank you.
one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is a prayer on its own. Thank you. Love and light. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. We love you all. Love and light.
This one is in Portugal. Hi, my son. Yeah, we.
Teofil, bye-bye, Teofil.
I want to say thank you for Nadia. Nadia is behind the scene. that always help us. Thank you,
Nadia, thank you, Nadia.
Welcome, Bu.
Welcome to our community. Where is Nadia? Nadia, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, where is you? Where I want to see you. Nadia, where are you? Thank you. We love you.
Hello, you're welcome, Bu.
Woman leading change, saying yes from South Africa. Woman leading change.
I will come to Africa with Ibu Juliastina and with Ibu Rolita.
When I come
Two
to Africa.
finance women in the world, okay? We will rock. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.